Yeah.
So what's going on with you today? What's alive for you?
Well, nothing much.
No, nothing
Just a
much.
normal day. Yeah, just a normal day.
Yeah.
I mean, I read Joe Dispenza's book
Oh,
last week, and it was very inspirational.
good. What'd you take from it?
Like his way of explaining the awareness was entering the quantum field as nobody, no thing, and it was such a clear explanation because when you have nobody and no mind, you're just awareness. It's someone's already there. And he explained that it's not just emptiness. The awareness isn't emptiness. It's actually a wave, infinite wave, which contains all the possibilities. And because it's a possibility, not the actual matter, uh, you can tune into whatever reality you want to, if you have the right frequency. Yeah, that explanation was so profound, it was so clear.
Mm. Has that been what your direct experience is of what this awareness is?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's already whole. It's
Are you apart from the awareness?
no, never.
Yeah, it's like we are the awareness, right?
The thing that was holding me back was I was trying to access awareness as the body,
Oh,
and if I feel pain in some body parts, I would just immediately focus on that and lose it. And after reading his book, I realized I don't even need to give attention to all the pain or the body and just ignore all that. And as a nobody, no thing, no mind, I am the awareness, I am the infinite possibilities.
I think what it is sometimes when I'm talking to people, they say I am the awareness, but then it's really that they're thinking that the person is the awareness, the separate person. Rob is like, it's like Rob is the awareness. So it's almost like they have to know what they're not, like, like you're not the body, you're not the thought. But then again, but then once you realize that, then it's like, okay, well, like you said, it's not, you go from the stance of like, there's no person here. And then it's just the pure awareness, that which is peering from the pure view, peering out, as the formless awareness, the immediacy of being aware, that in its pure before it starts identifying with everything in the appearance. It's almost like sometimes I talk to people, they see themselves as this awareness, but they think it's just here behind the eyes, not realizing the awareness is everywhere and everything is awareness, and there's no separation. Even like when the appearance comes up, it's still the substance of it is made from awareness. So there's really no separation. It's not like the consciousness is here and then it's watching the appearance. That the appearance is part of the awareness as well. So it's united. It's all one because it still has the substance of awareness in it. Kind of like the sky. The sky is just has blue, but you can't separate the blue from the sky. It's inseparable. Everything is inseparable from awareness. Because the truth is everything is awareness. It's just taking forms and doing different things. But we always remain as the infinite ocean of awareness the whole time.
Yeah.
And even awareness is really a word. It's just like a pointer in people's direct experience to point them to what this is, you know. because everybody, it just seems like awareness when we use that word, it's something that everyone can relate to. Like, you know, aware, everybody knows they're aware. Like, if you weren't aware, you wouldn't even be able to know that you weren't aware. So if you know you're aware, you know that awareness is there.
Mm.
So anybody you talk to, if they look at their direct experience, they can see that they're aware. So that's why we say awareness. The immediacy of awareness, the pure view of awareness,
Mm.
which everything's encompassed in it as it, not separate from it.
Yeah.
And then when you get curious about the awareness itself, that pure view of awareness, you just rest as the awareness. Not that the person Rob is resting as awareness. It's just resting. I mean, you can't, everybody's resting as awareness right now. That's the truth. Everyone is really resting as it. It's just that the secondary instrument, the mind comes in and has this commentary with all these stories saying that you're not, or you didn't get there yet, or I got to get back to awareness, or I know they have all these like it'll come in and say all these things. I find that a lot when I'm talking to people. The mind will come in and tell them that, but they're already the awareness,
Mm.
and even the identification with being this separate person. The substance of it is awareness too, because there's nothing separate from awareness. So it's almost like awareness is playing a game. You know, it's not like the awareness is here and then the thoughts aren't made of what awareness is. Like, no, there's nothing separate from pure awareness.
Mm.
It's just taking different forms and doing different things. But it's all just still the one awareness. That's why we say non-duality. There's really, there's no separation. Even the word non-duality is just really a pointer too. Because if you just look at the word non-duality, I mean, all words are empty, right?
Yeah.
But it still comes back to just this pure of the immediacy of awareness or consciousness or whatever you want to say. Like again, they're just pointers
Mm.
in what this is. So even when the appearance is playing out, doing its thing, just resting as awareness, everything there's like nothing to change in the appearance really because the appearance is perfect the way it is because it's all
Mm.
awareness and it all comes and goes in awareness because the awareness is permanent and anything that comes up in the appearance always takes care of itself. It comes in, then it collapses back into the awareness. So there's nothing really to control in the awareness or fix in the awareness because it's already perfect and it already takes care of itself. And then everything that comes up in the appearance is automatically registered directly in awareness. You know, it's almost like the awareness is wisdom, it's love and energy because the wisdom's like automatic. It's
Mm.
already
Mm.
whatever coming in the appearance is automatically known in the awareness that we are, or as the awareness that we are,
Mm.
because it's immediately already known. Like we already know. So that the mind comes in later and tries to tell us what it is, and that's kind of like a secondary like knowledge or wisdom of what it is. But the true wisdom is the immediacy of it registering directly in awareness, because awareness already knows what it is before it's even here. You know,
Mm.
it's like prior to consciousness almost. It's just the immediacy of everything's like effortlessly arising in this open space of awareness that we are. All images, all points of view, any point of view you can think of, where do they all arise in? Awareness. So all points of view even have as its foundation or as its substance has awareness, but they're all within awareness. So everything's awareness. I mean, it's all, and then it's all wisdom because the awareness is automatically wisdom, and it's love because it's just everything's allowed unconditionally, all points of view, all thoughts, all emotions, all points of view, whatever it is. I am a person, I am sick, I am rich, whatever. They're all points of view, however consciousness wants to or awareness wants to take form. All points of view are included as it within it because it all arises in and out and all collapse as it.
Mm.
And even that point of view is within awareness too. Like it is awareness, like everything's awareness. And it's automatically known as like a wisdom. So it's like a peace in that. So it's like a rest. So you can just rest as effortless being because that's really what we are. We're just effortless being. It's ease of being. Just the ease, like so that's why it's like a relaxed ease of being because everything's taken care of. It's happening. It's all just doing it automatically. Effortless being. That's what we are. Everything's happening automatically. And it's perfect the way it is. So when you know that, you rest as that. You can just rest as awareness. And so it's easy because it takes no effort just to be.
Mm. Mm.
So there's a wisdom or intelligence that's automatically doing it, and everything is registering in this awareness as we are.
Mm.
So that's why it feels relaxed.
Mm.
It's like a relaxation or a peace that surpasses any understanding, like perfume of peace, or like you say, causeless joy. A lot of people resonated when you said that on the last call we did.
Mm.
Sid had I talked to Sid and he called me up and was saying how that he really loved that
Mm.
causeless joy.
I think it was David Bingham
Hmm.
saying that first, and yeah,
Resonated with you?
I remember he was doing an interview with one of his interviewees, and yeah, and one of the testimony was yeah, he had causes joy arising effortlessly, and I had the same experience. So, so yeah.
It's like that's what the cool thing about awareness is like um everyone has access to it and there's no like hierarchy to it. Like one person's got it, one doesn't. We all have access, you know, to this causeless joy, to this awareness. It's in our direct experience. It's really great. Like people like David Cat are good at like pointing to what that is in our direct experience. And so, if we're teaching or pointing people to it and sharing this with other people, you know, it's good to get, to be able to point to it so people can see it. Because a lot of people don't know what they're looking for. Where is this causeless joy? What is this causeless joy? And so if you can point to it, and the key is for them to see it in their direct experience so that it becomes, so they can see it. So it becomes that, that they realize it. It has to be that realization of them to see it in their direct experience. Because you don't want it just to be intellectual knowledge. The
Mm.
difference between intellectual and direct experience. You see a difference there.
Mm.
Because if it's in your direct experience, the person is going there and they're looking, and then they can see this causeless choice because it's accessible to everyone. There's no hierarchy. And when they rest as awareness, it kind of just resolves itself effortlessly with ease. It's like nothing anyone needs to do or fix or all these practices and stuff. It's you can just go directly to it because it's already the case. It's already the case. It's already the case. You are already awareness. You are what you're looking for. It's already here. It's at every experience. It's the silence, the quiet background. I don't know. And some words, just like people look in their direct experience when you're using the words, they see it like in their direct experience because it's already the case. So it doesn't have to be hard. It can be
Mm.
very easy because it's something you already are. So we should expect it to be easy and simple, right? Because it's what we
Mm.
already are. Sometimes people seek for years and years and, looking for what this is. But it's just the immediacy of this pure view of awareness that we all are and that we've always been. And so we can just rest as awareness
Mm.
or effortless being.
And that's just it. You don't need to go further down the road and
No,
practice
because that's when it
this.
gets, it gets confusing. You get lost in the
Yeah.
thoughts and the mind and all of that. And so then we could just relax and play,
Mm.
have fun with the life experience. I relate to what David says, like about being a frequency game, like, as far as the human experience, then it just becomes like a frequency game. If you, as long as you know yourself as the pure view of awareness or whatever, um,
Mm.
then it becomes like a frequency game because then you can just play with the human experience. If you're in a state of appreciation and joy, you can really enjoy the human experience.
And you can access that positive feeling just by being the awareness that we are.
Yeah, just resting
Yeah.
as awareness, as effortless being.
Which is incredibly simple.
Yeah, it's just this already. It's already here. It's already what you are. And so when we rest as that, we're fine. But when we're not resting as that, we're out like chasing and getting involved in the mind, that's where it doesn't feel like rest.
Mm. Yeah.
It makes the human experience, different. Um, and all points of view are welcome. I mean, there's no judgment with effortless being or with awareness. All points of view are there.
Mm.
They're all accepted in awareness. And everything that happens in awareness, it's not stained, it can't stain awareness. It's stainless, it's pristine, it's flawless awareness. And all points of view are welcome
Mm.
because all points of view are really have the substance of awareness. So you're not separate from it.
Mm.
Isn't that unconditional love? So you can really rest as effortless being and like an ease of being. Is the ease of being always here?
Yeah.
Right. But we could take our attention off it and put it on a thought or a belief and have that life experience. But the whole time we're still remaining as effortless being, ease of being or awareness. Again, all words, pointers for people to see in their direct experience. So what'd you think of the effortless being panel uh, panel call?
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. Like, we're all saying different, we all describe this as in different ways, but it's essentially the same.
Yeah, right. There's different flavors of it,
Yeah.
and different flavors that different people can relate to it. So that's what's nice about it. Like something you say, or something Sid said, or someone else, or I said, they might, something that was said, someone may resonate with, and in their direct experience, which is great. That's why I like those panel calls because it's people on the channel just exposing them to different flavors. Maybe it's nothing I'm saying. Maybe I have a guest on the panel call and it's something they say,
Mm.
you know, and they can realize their true nature.
Yeah. I mean, it's so simple that people may disregard it, even if they had access to it.
Yeah, I did the same thing though, man. I was like always overlooking it for years and years. That's why a lot of people laugh because it's like, oh, it's the immediacy of this awareness, as awareness, this pure view of awareness. It's just the immediacy of aware. You know, it is simple.
I mean, today I had my boss, I just observed my boss working and getting frustrated with work and getting really stressed out. And I never had this feeling, but I felt compassion towards him
Oh,
because there is much simpler way of resolving all of these, just being the awareness which we already are.
yeah, I've seen
But
that
yeah,
too. Like compassion comes up. I know what you're saying. Continue.
but he probably lived 40 or 50 years believing that he was a separate self,
Mm.
a matter trying to affect matter, not not the frequency affecting the matter. So yeah, they'd be like he's such a hard worker, but he nothing's really happening for him.
Oh. Mm.
And yeah, I know why that is the case. So yeah, like he's just probably one of a million people who's doing the same thing all over again. So maybe I could change that. I
There,
mean, like during it's been nearly a month since I first spoke with you,
yeah.
but I haven't really done much work during in expressing this or the in sharing with other people, but my understanding of the awareness got so much deeper in just 4 weeks, and it's really amazing.
Great. And again, it's nothing I'm doing. I'm just like you said in the mirror. You're bringing it out. We're just having the space together. I just made myself available for that. That's what you can do too for people is make yourself available and I see that you have compassion for people. I do too. And because we've both been there where we've seen that where people, you know, they're not resting as awareness. They're consciously anyway, but they are that. And then they get involved in these things and you can see all the stress and stuff they're going through. And like you said, there's another way, right? When people realize their true nature, they can rest as this awareness. It makes the human experience much easier because when we're out there, you know, striving and efforting, it's a lot of energy and a lot of wear and tear on your body and mind and makes the life experience, you know, not as pleasant. But the whole time we're resting as awareness. But even that point of view is okay because really, you know, it's not separate from awareness and it kind of resolves
Mhm.
itself. But what we can do is just make ourselves available to people, you know, and point them to, you know, what this is at the right time, you know, as our intuition guides us to know when the right time is. And it'll just happen effortlessly with ease because, you know, it's wisdom awareness is what's here. It's what's automatically registered. It's what's been doing it the whole time anyway. It's not that we've been doing it. You know, we're not controlling it or doing it. And then the right time to express it will come. There'll be inspiration that will come from effortless being. That's how it's always been. But yeah, compassion, that really does come up when you know your true nature, know what this is, when you're resting as awareness, because you want everyone to be able to have this peace that surpasses understanding. There was a scripture in the Bible that talked about that, the peace that surpasses understanding. That's what
Mm.
we're talking about. It's that causeless peace that it's not like a peace that you get from working out intellectually in the mind. It's just the immediacy of this awareness because it's already whole and complete. It doesn't need to be fixed. It's perfect the way it is. And there's a ease of being, and that's always here in every life experience. And every life experience resolves itself in the awareness that we are. But yeah, the panel calls, I'm enjoying them because I like you. I like expressing this, and we put it out on YouTube, and we don't know who's resonating. I see people resonating, or realizing their true nature, or like you said, deepening this awareness in their everyday life. It feels good. Feels expansive. That's another way we can, as we move through the day, does it feel expansive? Or does it feel contracted? It's good guidance throughout the day to have.
Yeah, after reading Joe Dispenza's book, I realized I was addicted to these negative feelings. I wasn't a victim of those feelings. I was actually enjoying the rush of fear, of sadness, of all these negative feelings, because that's what I used to it. And now I am very aware of my thoughts and feelings. And when I go back to my pattern of trying to be angry or have self-pity, I just ignore it straight away. Just ignore it straight away and just be the awareness that I am.
You
And it
just
became
rest.
so
You just
much
rest as the
easier.
awareness then when those emotions come up, those thoughts, whatever they are, as they come up. So you're more aware of what they are. It's okay to for those thoughts and emotions to be here. Everything can come. It's just that we don't need to accept the invitation of it, identify with it. But it's okay to be here because everything's awareness. And we could just rest as the awareness as whatever's appearing, whether the mind, whatever the mind wants to label it. It's really just movements of energy that's appearing in this open space of awareness. And the mind will come in and say, this energy is depression, or this energy. It'll be like a commentary about the appearance. But meanwhile, awareness, it's already registered directly in awareness. Awareness already knows what it is, and it accepts all points of view and allows them to be here because it's all part of awareness. So when these all emotions are welcome, all thoughts are welcome, all points of view are welcome, and they're all within or as awareness, within this open space of awareness. So I always think like when we were babies and stuff, like if pain came up or what the mind would call negative emotions, it's just kind of like the baby would just cry, and then it would release and just go back to whatever it was doing. It didn't have that added commentary. Oh, this is pain. I'm suffering, or I got to watch this thought as it comes in. I got to decide whether I got to process this thought or I got to feel this and do that. It's instantaneous. It just comes up as awareness. It feels it. It goes through without the label, without the separation, without the identification. of I'm suffering, or, it just cried. And then, yeah. And then it would go back to laughing 2 seconds later. Like, like it was just like the immediacy of the awareness before the conditioning of the programming of saying that you were separate from the appearance, or that there was separation, or the identification with the I would come up. I am Rob. I'm this separate person from awareness, or from the appearance of, whatever words we want to use and that we can see in our direct experience. So, it's like we don't get, like, when emotions and feelings, negative emotions or feelings come. It's not that we have the big commentary, like, this is happening to me, my, I, like, this is it happening. We don't have that extra mind suffering or mental suffering that comes with it. The pain is just felt, the emotion is just felt, and then it's released because everything resolves itself as awareness. It comes in, and then it relaxes right back into it. So everything's allowed, and it doesn't stain awareness. It doesn't hurt the awareness. The awareness, flawless awareness is what we are. So we're this space of flawless awareness where even the emotions come, the negative emotions, the whatever the mind wants to label it as. It's just movements of energy that's appearing in this space of being. And so it's felt, and then it's released, and it all happens naturally without the mind having to come in and say, okay, well, this negative emotion came in, I felt it. It's just, it all happens just flawlessly, like, just, with
Mhm.
ease and effort. There's no effort. If a person's, efforting in processing emotions and feelings, they're in the mind, they're putting forth the effort. That's our natural state, is effortless being. It's ease of being. It's resting as the awareness.
Mhm.
And then that makes the life experience, easy, simple. Feel it. It releases, it goes without the commentary. It's flawless awareness. It just resolves itself in the awareness. Yeah, all points of view are welcome. All points of view are awareness. They resolve in the awareness as the awareness. That's what's been happening the whole time too. It's always been here, you know. It's always been happening that way. Yes, the next panel call is
This Saturday, right?
I think it's Friday my time.
Oh,
Friday.
it's Friday in your time, it's
Yeah.
Saturday in my time, yeah.
There's gonna be a couple people on. There's some new people too that weren't on the last one.
Amazing.
Then there's another one I was going to tell you today on the call, that because the other side of the world, I put out invitations and they're like, Rob, that would be this time here, but I'm
Mhm.
definitely interested. I want to do it. So I
Mhm.
made a second one for Sunday at 2. So you're also
Sunday
invited.
too.
Yeah, you're also invited to that one. I don't know what time it is there for you, but um, there's going to be a bunch of people on that one too. So
Right. I'll join if I can.
yeah, we'd love to have you. Yeah, I don't know if you, like, some of the people that were on my channel before will be on there. Some new people,
Mm.
some surprise guests. You never know.
Well, I haven't realized, but you had interview with Amanda Tweed.
Yeah.
I actually talked to her and I went through her program for a month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like last year, yeah.
Oh, share about it.
Yeah, she was very clear on helping me establish on that causeless joy. Yeah. I contacted her to because of the integration, and yeah, she had a very light energy, and she had a very clear pointers to the causeless joy. Yeah. I enjoy the process. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I interviewed her. She's very clear. I had sent her an
Mm.
interview, so I mean an interview, an invitation for the Sunday call. So maybe she'll join Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. I sent her an invitation for Sunday.
Great.
Yeah, her and Colette. I don't know if you saw Colette's interview, but Colette was her and Colette realized their true nature around the same time, and they had worked together a little bit.
Yeah, I think I've heard about it. Yeah.
She's very clear too. Colette's very clear. It's amazing how awareness is just different flavors of, and people resonate with you too, like Jensen. So your causeless joy, the way you speak, what you point to, people are resonating with it.
Mm. Great.
Yeah, yeah, I could see you
Yeah,
sharing this more.
I can't wait to have my first miracle. It's complete stranger, a complete Korean stranger contacting me by email.
Yeah, I remember my first one. Yeah, it's just like unexpected. It just kind of just happened. But it was cool. Feels good to share this. There's like a joy in sharing it. Almost feels like it's part of like your life purpose or something, like on a human level. Feels that way. You feel that?
Mm.
I always say like what lights you up the most, what your bliss, your joy, what makes you feel good. And for me, that's sharing this.
Mm.
That and I like abundance too. I like talking about abundance. Fun subject to talk about, abundance. It's like we're already abundant. I mean, the abundance, the feeling that abundance gives you, it's like that freedom that everyone's looking for. It's what they already are, the awareness. But the because when you're abundant, you feel like you can be, do, or have anything, and you feel like as you walk, the ground appears, and as you spend, you're replenished. That's a good feeling. That's kind of like in alignment with our true nature, because our true nature is expansive, you know, it's joyful, it's at peace, it's free, it's freedom.
Mm.
Everything is freedom, really. Money just becomes like another energy within this, another point of view that arises as awareness. It's an energy that comes in, goes out. So there's a lightness to it and ease to it, as it comes in, as it goes out. Because you feel abundant already,
Mm. Yeah.
you know? Nothing really needs to be added to awareness because it's already full, it's already whole, it's already complete.
Mm.
But yeah, I like how you brought up compassion. That's true. Like I could just
Yeah.
see you there with your boss watching them go through and like, like you could see him like striving, trying to like, oh, I'm gonna make this work. We gotta make this deal. And meanwhile, you're just like resting as the pureless awareness, just like resting as awareness. But you're still like, but you could have compassion to see him doing it, and you're just resting there as awareness and thinking, oh, he could rest too. He could rest too.
Mhm.
He has access to this. So then compassion comes up. And even compassion for ourselves, as Rob or Jensen moving around, in the day to day. There's compassion for the character, so to speak. And even the character is not separate from this. What's amazing is like the character really never existed. Like it's just like it's always been just awareness.
Mhm.
So how do you get rid of something that's never existed? It's kind of like going away. It's like people like
Ah,
want to kill the ego or something, or how are you going to kill something that never existed? Like, so that you could just rest as awareness and effortless being, ease of
yeah.
being.
The ego, it feels so real
Yeah.
when you're in it, but if it's nothing when you're the
No.
awareness.
You just rest as the awareness. The so-called ego can be there. It's just another point of view of consciousness playing the game of being an ego. That's okay. But when you rest as awareness, then it becomes easy.
Mm.
Because there's really no ego that's never even been here to get rid of. It's just seen. So there's the ease of it. And then when you know that all points of views are allowed to be here and it doesn't hurt consciousness because it's the flawless awareness, there's like a rest here, like an ease, an effortlessness or ease of being that's always here in every life experience or any point of view that comes up. It's always there
Mm.
as that. And when you know that, it becomes effortless. But yeah, there's a lot of people probably like your boss that are striving, wanting to make the money, wanting to make the business, and they get in their thoughts and they get like really stressed out and they feel all you see them getting anxious, but and now you have a clear seeing and knowing of what your true nature is, so you can see it. We can hold compassion for people, because we've been there ourselves. But like you said, when you're caught up in it, you don't know any different.
Mm.
And then it gets revealed somehow, you know, and then you go back to resting as awareness.
Yeah.
So what else is going on in your day to day?
Apart from work, I usually read read something of spirituality
Ah,
or watch something about spirituality, and
hmm.
that became my whole life. And it never gets boring because
Interesting, right?
yeah, it's the same thing, but it never gets boring.
And when you're looking at it now, you know, when you realize your true nature and you're resting as awareness, looking at it, it takes the seriousness out of it. Like it's not like, oh, I have to get something from this spiritual thing I'm reading. I'm going to get something out of it. Like you don't have
Mm,
that same suffering that comes from seeking, that seriousness, that heaviness. Now it's just more like a light,
yeah,
playful thing with it. It's like, oh,
yeah.
this is fun. It's cool seeing that. It's a different experience when you're looking at it now versus
Mhm.
when you're not resting as awareness versus resting as awareness.
about a month ago, I probably read or watched all that by thinking that I need to extract something from it. Now it's just like, wow, I like their interpretation. It's so profound and it's yeah, it's amazing.
Almost like the looking itself
Mm,
is out here looking, but wait, turn back. The looking, that's
mm.
it. The pure looking, not that the person behind here looking, it's just the
Mm,
pure looking itself that's looking everywhere. It's like, whoa, okay. And you laugh. It's like, whoa, that's that. It's funny in a
yeah.
way. Isn't that how the Buddha was? When he sit under the tree, the Buddha, he just
Yeah, he
sat there.
just left for hours
Yeah, he just
after the
he just sat there
awakening.
striving. He had all these teachers doing all these things, all these point of views, and he tried every little which way. And then when he just finally gave up and just sat under the tree,
Mm,
and then he just rested as awareness. Isn't that what he did? He just rested as awareness, and
mm,
then he let all points of view come, and he realized, he was just the awareness. The resting as the awareness is what it was, and that everything was welcome, and he was fighting all these ones, and he wasn't. That's not what he was. He was just the pure awareness. Resting is that, and that's when he started laughing because he was thinking
yeah.
he had to get it out there and do all these things, and
Mm. Yeah, it's so simple.
yeah,
People
that's why
may
people
not
laugh.
appreciate it. Yeah.
You're like, I did all this striving, and it's like, wait
Yeah.
a minute. All I had to do was just rest. Everything's happening.
Mhm. I mean, I can't even believe how my understanding of the awareness got so much deeper within just 4 weeks. Mhm. I mean, I thought I knew what the awareness it was, and there's not a layer, but there's a always a room for deeper understanding, and yeah,
I
find
think
it
that's
fascinating.
Yeah, that's why I think I like doing these because like I even benefit like from hearing from you. Like, that's why I like being around it. Like that's why I like doing mirror calls or, with people and stuff like that. And, it's because, I like being around that environment. So, helps me too, like in a way, you know, being around it,
Hmm.
all these different speakers and that I'm exposed to and around day to day. It's beautiful being around it and hearing. But it's like the perfume of peace, just hearing it all the time, looking at it, resting as awareness, being around it, talking about it, expressing it, hearing others talk about it and express it. It's like a beautiful art. Like it's just a beauty to be absorbed in and a privilege to be around it. And I'm so thankful that I could be around that, appreciate it. It's just like the best way of life is knowing what you are and being able to express it and being around others that beautifully express it. And then just, seeing others benefiting from it and realizing their true nature and not having to be like the boss and all striving and they can just rest as awareness. I mean, isn't that what the Buddha was all about? Like he wanted to eliminate the suffering in the world, the suffering. It's just resting as awareness. And it resolves itself effortlessly. Effortless being, when you identify with what you are, it all gets resolved naturally because it's your natural state of what you are. And that's why I love John Wheeler too. Like I could see why David realized his true nature through John Wheeler, because John Wheeler's he kept it simple, kind of like we're talking now, very simple.
Yeah.
It's like this beingness that you already are. This, are you awake? Are you aware? Well, yeah, that's what it is. Rest is that. No need to go to the mind or to the thoughts. And then, just like now, all like the pointers that I see people say is just they're very simple, very clear, and they're pointing to what you already are. This awareness that's already here. And that's why they say you are what you're looking for. Sailor Bob, what's wrong with right now? Unless you think about it. Right?
Yeah. Full stop.
Yeah. It's just the immediacy of this pure view of awareness, which includes all points of view. And everything arises effortlessly in this space of being. All thoughts, all emotions, all body sensations. And then they collapse into this open space of beingness and effortlessly. It's nothing, no separate person doing it or anything. It's just happening effortlessly. Breathing effortlessly, heart beating effortlessly. And you just rest and then feel inspired, do something,
Yeah.
That's usually how it works, right? We're inspired. That's the way it's always worked. We feel inspired to do something, we do it. Or if we believe something and something happens in the appearance, it triggers action. That's why I think it's good to look at beliefs too, because what beliefs are you holding? What do what thoughts of string of thoughts of beliefs? Because the appearance is already whole and complete, and there's no need to analyze it because it's already registered in awareness. It's already awareness itself. But there's these beliefs people hold. I'm not good enough, or I can't do that, or when you rest as awareness, you know what you are. It's infinite possibilities, right?
It is. Yeah.
Mm. The peace that surpasses all understanding. That's the best part of it. That ease, like that's why effortless being even just like resonated with me. Effortless, the ease of it. It's like you've almost always known that. It's just like kind of like you're remembering it. Yeah, it's just this effortless ease of being. And I've been conditioned since I'm 2 and 3 and 4, and as I'm growing up to say that I have to strive and work hard and do all these things, but it's already done as effortless being. It's ease of being. It's already done for you. It's already happening automatically. You're already the infinite being having human experience. That's why when David said that, it resonated. It's just like I remembered, yeah, that I'm that, you're that, everybody's that. And then you just rest. There's no need to do the striving and seeking and suffering and all that jazz that you identified with before. Almost like a case of mistaken identity. You've just identified and just then you see through it and you remember what you are and you just rest as the awareness and everything effortlessly takes care of itself. And then you just rest as awareness. I'm saying that a lot today. Rest as awareness. It's coming up. You never know what comes up. It's like a spontaneity. It's not like you're overthinking it with an agenda. It's just like you're here, right? And whatever
Mm.
wants to express comes through. So
Right.
that's relaxed and easy too, when you're talking to people or you're doing miracles or whatever you're doing, just relax and just feel what feels expansive and wants to, flow through effortlessly. Can't get it wrong. Everything's awareness. Everything's being done. There's an infinite intelligence behind the scenes doing everything. And you are that.
No one would have imagined the formless awareness creating all of this world.
Yes. Anything else coming up? Any last minute things?
No, not really.
I'll see you on the call Friday,
Right, yes.
6 o'clock my time, but the next day your time.
Morning. Great, yeah.
South Korea. And then Sunday, I don't know what the time is there, but it's 2 o'clock
Mm.
here. There'll be a bunch of speakers on that one as well. So it's interesting how it all just comes together. So I'd love to see you on that one too, if you can.
If I can, yeah, I'll join.
I don't know what time it's going to be there, but what
Yeah,
time
I
would
need
it?
to I need to see what.
Yeah. That's why I did one for that side of the world because it was some
Mm,
interest in it. So I was like, okay. Like I said,
right.
even David was saying, oh, it's a good idea having the effortless being panel,
Mm.
and other people are
He
talking.
was part of the panel like 15 years ago, right?
Who knows? He might join. I don't know. If he feels inspired or whatever's going on.
Mm,
We don't know what's going to happen. That's what's cool about it, the spontaneity and I'm okay with, it's okay to be with the not knowing.
mm.
He's just
Yeah.
resting as awareness. It's
Ah,
okay
which
with
is
not. Before
amazing.
I'd be like so stressed out. I'd have to like plan everything, do everything. I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter either way. Who joins, who doesn't join. Even when I'm writing books, like just write the book for the fun of it for myself. I don't know. Like I'll do the miracle, whatever happens, happens. They like it, they do, they don't. What? It's all good.
Mm,
It's like this ease of being, I should say. It's just like, and then it's fun. The spontaneity is fun. Like I used to be like so planned and so structured with everything,
mm,
even with trips and planning and just be spontaneous. If it feels expansive, go for it. If it starts feeling, I just rest as awareness. That's my theme today. Rest as awareness.
mm.
You already that already. Just
Yeah,
realize it.
but
Just
yeah.
realize it. I will close out there and yeah, I'll see you on the call Friday. Look forward to it. Great seeing you,
Yeah.
man.
So yeah, yeah. Thank
Much
you for
joy,
the
much
call.
love. See you Friday. It'll be fun.
You. Bye.
Bye.